Bergeman Group specializes in managing and overseeing occupied building rehabilitation projects, including major repiping projects. With our team's extensive construction management experience, Bergeman Group is committed to helping you realize a successful piping replacement project while also giving you peace of mind. Long before the construction phase begins, Bergeman Group will help lay the foundation for a successful repiping project by assisting with pre-construction tasks such as completing the project design, obtaining permits, and helping you select a contractor through a competitive bidding process. During the construction phase, we continue to work as your unbiased representative and advocate. We monitor the contractor's progress, workmanship, adherence to budget and contractual obligations, and compliance with building department requirements. We are acutely aware of the impact that a repiping project can have on individual owners during construction. As part of our efforts to ensure a successful project, our team works tirelessly on your behalf to minimize the inconveniences often associated with construction activities and strives to keep owners and residents informed.
Bergeman Group handled themselves very well, and they were communicative and efficient and effective.
You may be wondering, why are the pipes in need of replacement? While each building's condition is unique, in older buildings replacement is generally needed due to age-related failures. Most commonly, this is a result of corrosion, which causes the pipes to crack, leak, pinhole, become obstructed, and eventually become unusable. For newer buildings where failure of the piping systems may be premature, replacement is often required due to a construction or material defect. There are generally three primary systems that may require replacement: potable water supply piping, drain waste and vent piping, and piping associated with heating and cooling systems. The process for piping replacement can vary somewhat from contractor to contractor, but you can generally expect the following steps. First, in order to minimize the number of residents impacted by having the water temporarily shut off during construction, Bergeman Group will work with your contractor to install isolation valves, which reduces the number of units affected by these temporary shutdowns. This typically happens in common and back-of-house areas before the contractor even begins to enter the individual units. The number of days that the water is temporarily shut off in your unit will vary depending on the contractor's schedule. However, water is restored each evening throughout the project. Before construction inside your unit begins, the construction team will conduct an initial walkthrough with you to explain the work and identify personal belongings and furniture within the impacted area that will need to be moved in advance. On the first day of construction in your unit, the contractor will set up their system to protect nearby non-work areas from dust and debris. This may include temporary barriers, plastic sheeting, drop cloths, or other means of protection as determined by the contractor. Once the temporary protection systems are in place, the contractor will remove any casework, vanities, cabinetry, countertops, and similar building components obstructing access to the work area. The contractor will then surgically remove selected sections of drywall, tile, and other finishes in order to access the existing piping. Please note that buildings built before the 1980s commonly contain hazardous materials such as asbestos that were installed during original construction. If such materials have been identified in your building, it is typically at this stage of construction that the contractor will remove these substances. However, they are only removed to the extent necessary to access the piping. Any hazardous materials removal occurs under the supervision of an environmental hygienist. With the drywall now removed and the existing piping accessible, the old piping is replaced with a new plumbing system. In some municipalities, fire stopping of floor and wall penetrations may also be required at this time, along with any required plumbing system inspection. Following the installation of the new plumbing system, your contractor will reinstall the drywall, followed by any tile, cabinetry, countertops, and other finishes. The impacted work area is also repainted at this time. With the major work now complete, your contractor will take down any temporary protection systems and clean the area. As part of our quality assurance efforts, we require that the contractor conduct a post-construction walkthrough with you when the work in your unit is substantially complete. This is your opportunity to comment on aesthetics and the contractor's workmanship. After correction of any minor aesthetic concerns, construction will be complete. It is at this time that the construction team will receive your final acceptance and approval. This is accomplished through a multifaceted communication plan which includes community-based informational meetings, signs and notices posted in our centrally located Project Information Center, and often a project-specific website provided by the owner, Bergeman Group, or the contractor. Additionally, owners and residents can always contact the Bergeman Group team with any questions or concerns. Thank you for spending some time getting to know our process. By engaging the Bergeman Group team on your project, you benefit from our experience, knowledge, and advocacy, positioning you for project success.